has not been a worthy adversary because no one will stand up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you and TARIQ NASHEED ever bury your hatchet?
No, he never did. Mr. Pro Black with a white mother-in-law. Like, this stuff is crazy. Mr. Pro Black, but live in an all-white neighborhood. Nobody questions any of this stuff. He talk crap about me, talking about being a black conservative. Now what is he doing? Being a black conservative and talk about the conservatism points. I'm not a black conservative, but I said black people need to be open to, let's just imagine if you have a daughter and your daughter's getting ready to go to the prom. She could tell one guy that she wants to go to the prom with him. But what that does is allow that guy to be able to go ask a whole bunch of other women because he knows he got her in the bag. Or she can leave her options open, even if she knows she wants to go with him, make it to where she gets the best offer. And I think that black people need to make sure we get the best offer. Stop telling the Democrats we're going to vote for them regardless, because as long as we do that, they don't have to give a shit. If you married to a woman and she says to you, I don't care if you cheat on me or not, I'm going to still be available. What are you going to do?
Hey, it's coming.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I don't have to do shit and you're still there, I'm not going to do shit. And black people need to stop giving the Democrats their vote. I'm not saying give it to the Republicans. I'm saying make them fight for your vote.
Now that right there, I had to defend Ice Cube when he had the contract
for Black America.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't talked to Cube before or after that, but just the way they came at him because he even had the audacity to ask him questions, okay? And it was amazing that people was hating on him because he had questions to ask. It was the timing might have been a little bit tight, but still he had hey, I want this. And the fact that he even got people, I mean, they allegedly Trump's people reached out for him. Well, Trump is in power right now. If the motherfucker win, that's the person you got to go to. Now that didn't happen. It was mad because he didn't go to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and it's like nobody else ain't said shit, but the first person that does, you mad at it.
And that's what I have a big problem with. Telling me who I can and can't talk to. They told me I was wrong for having David Duke on my show. Well, if I'm having a show, why would I want to only talk to people I fucking agree with? Why wouldn't you want to hear from the horse's mouth what they think? That's the whole purpose of journalism anyway. It's supposed to give you the take of somebody that you either look up to, you hate, or someone that you're just curious about. Let them tell you their story, and then you walk away with however you feel. Like how y'all are letting me come up here and talk. People might hate me, people might like me, but they can hear me and then decide for themselves. Y'all shouldn't be villainized for having me up here or anything like that, because that's crazy. But now we've come into a pack mentality to where if you're not down with Black Lives Matter, then you ain't black. Or as Joe Biden said to black people, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. That right there should have made every black person not vote for this man. It's the same man who gave you the 1994 crime bill that put more black men behind bars than any other time since slavery. That's how much of an impact that had on black men. Black men specifically were taken away from their children. We all lived through that era. Taken away from their children. These children that you see now and the children after that, they're byproduct of that bill that decided to take these men out. You first gave them crack, then you criminalized crack, but you didn't criminalize cocaine, which was what the white man was using. But you made that to where they could get a slap on the wrist. But crack, you done messed around and got 20 years for it. Right. This system that you know was destroying black people are the same people you got in power right now. That man promised all those things to black people before he got into power. How much has he done for you since he got in power? It happens every time you vote these Democrats. They give you nothing. They give you words and speech while they're getting ready to get elected. As soon as they get in office, they don't do it. You watch what did Barack Obama do for blacks? He came out and said, I'm not the president of Black America. I'm the president of America. But look at all what he gave the gays. Look at all the rights they ended up getting out of that.
Getting a lot of positive feedback in the comments now. In the past couple of minutes, people are agreeing with you on a lot of the stuff you're saying. And Lonzo and I always talk about this. We say with crime going back up, they're going to bring those laws back if people don't mess around. If we don't fix this in our community, they're going to fix it with their laws, guns, and this.
They're gonna justify the shit. They'll put the like I said, Biden got on boots. Okay, Biden got on boots. Okay, Biden put the boots back on. Y'all gonna be mad. You're gonna be back in 1984. Was it 84? 80, was it 84? When was it?
It was a 94 for the crime. He passed it. They passed it in 94.
94. I remember 94 very, very vividly. And 94, folks was buck ass wild. Okay,
Yep.
They was finding bodies in dumpsters everywhere in LA.
And yes,
the crack was on a full crack was in good by 94. Crack was rolling. Okay, gangs was rolling. Folks had their first few million, and Negroes had lost their mind, and that's when Hillary came up with the term super predator. Okay,
there you go.
And yes, that was a messed up term, but some folks had earned some shit. Okay, Negroes was earning some shit also. All right, and that's the part it's hard. Here we go. It's hard to blame somebody else when you're doing way too much. Like right now, folks is doing way too much in hip hop.
Amen. That's why they get mad at me though, Lonzo, because I said we got to start with us. If we're the ones causing the problem, we can't worry about what they end up doing to try to stop the problem. No matter what caused the problem, we can stop it ourselves. We got to police ourselves, because we turn around and we'll say defund the police, but as soon as somebody jack you or do something in your neighborhood, who the first person you call? 911. Well, if black people believe that the police are that bad, we should police ourselves, and we should never have to call the white man to come into the neighborhood to straighten it up. But we don't want to do that. We want to act like the white man is the enemy while keep begging him for shit.
See, that's why I fuck with me. Why I fuck with you. Okay.
Listen, they're gonna cuss all us out after this show. Then they're gonna put this on World Star Hip Hop talking about some three coons when all we doing is saying if black people believe they're as powerful as we say we are, then we can fix our problems without needing their help. The one thing is, I will say this: if you believe the white man is the devil, why would you ask the devil to be benevolent to you? Why would you ask the devil for any gift? I don't want shit from someone I believe is the devil.
Now, as you just perfectly eloquently said, you're totally correct in my heart. Okay, and as we sit here in LA, we have a district attorney that is tuned down his arrest situation. He's not arresting folks for minor crimes under $1,000. Meanwhile, folks is going in the mall shopping in mobs like it ain't shit. They know that's gonna happen to them. You got where I live at, man. We had to turn our streets into roundabouts because assholes was doing donuts in the middle of the goddamn street. They don't prosecute that shit no more. Traffic tickets, yeah, they're no big deal. They don't traffic. So now you got fools doing donuts in the middle of the goddamn freeway. Dude, the freeway will be blocked with fools with phones and a fool in the middle doing donuts at 5 o'clock traffic. I ain't bullshitting.
Yeah. And I heard what you were talking about, because I remember when I did a show on that about that whole idea of when they said we decriminalize any theft of less than $1,000. Well, thieves were literally going into the store with calculators, picking up shit, making sure they got $999 and walking out. Like this nigga's up there like he got you. When we were growing up, they had coupons. You had them. You clip them specials and shit out the coupons and see how much you could buy. It's like that. They're doing that. You're creating more criminals. You're not making it to where there are fewer criminals. You're creating more.
Right. Hey man, we had a show on these where we live out here in LA. These fools actually went to a Home Depot to steal hammers to go to Beverly Hills to break into some shit. Okay? Now that's real talk, dude. And the cold part about it, they didn't do no reconnaissance at all, because the Home Depot that they stole the hammers from was across the street from the police station. So the police got all kind of video. You got all kind of cameras around the police station. So they knew it. Drive right by the police station as they was leaving. So when they got to Beverly Hills, they was waiting on them. Come on, let's go take your ass to the jail. Had all kind of shit in the car with them. Real shit.
That's another thing. We're doing a lot of things that are just really unintelligent right now. I told when we came up, there was a group of people called crack babies, and crack babies turned into Molly babies. Now the Molly babies are K2 babies and all that stupid shit. Like they're just worse and worse and worse. That's why you can't have a conversation. If you notice, even though we live the street life, we can hold conversation and we can eloquently speak. If you heard these niggas nowadays, you can't understand a word they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be the dumbest group of people I've ever heard in my life. You ask them a question. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because you haven't said a sentence yet, sir.
Oh shit!
All right, I mean, it's out. So long. I'm talking to you. When you're ready to do me in your show, I'm coming, Doc. You called me, I'm coming. Dusty.
All right, now I'll come back and do the show again when I got some more time. I just got to run around right now and do a bunch of crap. But I'd love to do the show again. You guys are fucking awesome.